Hi there, this is Adaptive Falls Music again with a new music review. As you can plainly tell by the clothes that I'm wearing that this is a different day. Also, my hair is not as wet. When I did these reviews, I just jumped out of the shower, so my hair was kind of fucked up and I look kind of fat. But this is actually how I really look. So enjoy. This is really for the ladies. No, I'm being a smug asshole. Anyway. So, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, we were at the Black Crowes discography, and we were at Lines. And so, next album on the agenda is the two reunion albums. And right now we are at 2008's Warpaint, which folds out into a lovely collage of psychedelic weirdness. And well, I have mixed feelings about this album, to be perfectly honest. There's part of it that absolutely kick ass, and there's some parts of it that's just absolutely sucks. It just absolutely sucks. And but in all honesty, I'm glad the band decided to go back to the jam band aspects of Three Snakes and Amorica. That kind of vibe. It's just that they sound older and wiser, I suppose, and they really do sound like the veterans, the grizzled war veterans that they always wanted people to assume they were. So now they have, full-on respect because they've been on it for a long time. This is, year 18 in the Black Crowes canon. They've been around for a while. And I didn't think they would actually get back together, to be perfectly honest. I figured they hated each other and they ran out of steam, but no, they're back together now, and the music sounds really good. Unfortunately, this album just isn't as good as the earlier albums, but it's not a bad album by any means. It's just that there's some songs I feel they're kind of half-assed. I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not really digging like the country vibe on some songs, to be perfectly honest. Like there's some songs that just kind of sound sluggish and slow, and I really just like it when the Crowes just throw caution to the wind and rock, but with a little bit of psychedelic twist and a little bit of blues badassery. And some backstory: the Crowes got back together in 2005 with a strange lineup. It consisted of Mark Ford, Eddie Harsh, and Sven Pipien, and Steve Gorman, and the two brothers. Mark left the band because he felt it was not a sober lifestyle, and Eddie got fired, I think, for having a heroin habit. I'm not entirely sure about that. Don't quote me on anything, but I think that's the reason. So, after a few revolving members, the band finally got a stable lineup with Luther Dickinson of North Mississippi All-Stars on guitar, and Adam McDougall on keyboards, who I think played in Macy Gray's band before then. And they got together in 2007 and recorded an album, I forget where, I think it says something here, in New York City somewhere. I think it was somewhere outside, somewhere in a pastoral setting. And this song, actually, Moving On Down the Line, was the first song they recorded for the new album, and it's a really just grooving, kick-ass song. It's got everything about the Crowes I love. It's the kind of weird, trippy intro, the blues, harmonica, some kick-ass slide work, and real kind of trippy rock vibe. I really dig it. And it's got this beautiful chorus that uplifts. It's weird how the song kind of connects, but it does. But there's some other great songs on here as well. Walk Believer Walk is just dirty, nasty blues. We Who See the Deep is kind of this funky jam thing. Almost sounds like No Quarter the way it kind of turns around. Wounded Bird is just a really kick-ass rock song. And I really love the cover of God's Got It. It's kind of this hill country vibe that I think Luther Dickinson brought in. But, I mean, none of these songs, though, really remind me of the Crowes of old. And, obviously, Chris is singing in a lower register than Alton before. And, I don't know, it's a lot calmer than previous albums. It doesn't rock as much. And then of course there's some weird country songs that I just don't care for. There's Gold in Them Hills has to be the most boring song the Crowes has ever recorded. And I really don't like the single, Goodbye Daughters of the Revolution. It's just kind of, When I first heard it, I was like, really? But I gave the album another chance and listened to it, and there's actually way better songs than the single. That's usually how it goes anyway. You have to have some songs to please the audience. And Evergreen is kind of okay. Oh, Josephine is a really good ballad, though. I really like that one. And but on the whole, there's some songs on here I just flat out don't like. I think on the whole, there's maybe 1, 2, 3, 6 songs I like on this album, and the other 5 I can do without, which isn't that good for a Crowes album. So that's why I can't really rate it that high. Had they recorded some of the songs that they had in 2006, like stuff like Share My Blanket and It Takes One to Know One, then this album would have been a hell of a lot better. I think it almost kind of sounds like they kind of rushed it. Even I know they didn't. I know it's 7 years between Lines and Warpaint, but there's some songs that just feel rushed. And so that's why I cannot rate it as high as previous albums. So I'm going to have to give this one a 7 out of 10. Originality? Well, there's really no other band that's doing this kind of stuff the Crowes are doing. But originality, well, for the Crowes, yeah, it's kind of original because they haven't been doing this kind of stuff in a long time. They haven't really done jam-worthy, like jam band-based songs in like, I don't know, 9 years? Actually, longer than that, really. 12 years, since the last album that sounded like this was Three Snakes. Flow? I mean, it flows good for this, for what it is. It's just that, as I said, there's some songs I don't really care for. I mean, they flow perfectly into the next, and there's a good album closer, some good rock songs. But, as I said, it's just not my favorite. So, that's my review. Warpaint gets 7 out of 10. Anyway, this has been Deaf to False Music. You all have a good day. Peace.